to it. If you see something that you want, better grab it. If you don't try, then you won't ever have it. Won't you come down to the rodeo? You might meet someone that you ought to know. And if you see something that you want, better grab it. If you don't try, then you won't ever have it. Don't look now, cause you never did. I'll be okay, I'll get used to it. If you see something that you want, better grab it. If you don't try, then you won't ever have it. Won't you come down to the rodeo? You might meet someone that you ought to know. And if you see something that you want, better grab it. If you don't try, then you won't ever have it.
All right. Good evening, everyone. What's going on? How are we doing? Stream days, but I thought I would jump in quickly, say hi, check on everyone, that everyone is good, everyone's having a good day. FB3. Chess again? I know, we've been chessing a little too much, man. But I guess not enough. FB3, Damien, David, how are we doing? How was our week? It was happy it's over, or it was good? Never too much chess. Hey, Luis, good seeing you. Still working for the man? Going to grind 2600 now? Let's go. We ready for it? We wanna go for 2600? Damien, forget about bullet, bro. Solomon, what's up? What's good, my friend? Pedro, W to W. What up? What up? Yeah, let's go. Okay. You put the bull in bullet. All right, let's go. Without further ado, I know you guys wanna see some chess. I haven't played today, so FB3. I was able to play a few rapid games today over the board. Very nice, very nice. What, you have the little club you're part of? Little meetup, or what kind of? Or was it a tournament? What kind of OTB? Damn. People don't wanna play, or what's going on? I am looking for a game. Okay, I'm searching for a game, but no one is accepting my challenge. All right, here we go. Amitawa 7438. He starts with d4. We're gonna start with knight f6. They start immediately with knight c3, wanting to take charge of the center with e4. For this, usually I play d5 against this, but for the purposes of this climb, I'm gonna stick with the King's Indian defense. Now, since white has just played e4 and they want to play e5 immediately to kick my knight away, I have to play d6 first, so I don't allow d4. And on bishop g5, we'll play bishop g7. But hey, actually, Luis, isn't this what the kids do nowadays? Or I guess I saw this a lot in your games. So let me remember actually what was the right way to play this. Because if I remember correctly, against bishop g7, they immediately run e5 like a caveman. Right? Is that true? But then we can go knight g4, they can go h3. We have to retreat back to h6. So what did we say we wanted to try against this? Man, I forgot actually. I remember we 100% looked into this. Bishop g7, e5. Did we say knight back to... Was it knight back to d7 after? Or was it immediately h6 here? Trying to force them to give us the dark square bishop. I think I'm gonna try h6 here. Give me your bishop. Oh wow, he does not give the bishop. Man, I don't know how to chill, make Streamlabs chill a little. Okay? Like, I need a tech-savvy person to tell me how to make Streamlabs chill. Alright, they don't take on f6. They go back to e3. I guess bishop takes f6. If we are given the dark square bishop in these positions, it's usually a good thing, right? So, I guess... Man, I wonder who is the inventor of all this. Let's go a6 and b5. Usually, it's a question whether we want to go c6 and b5 or whether we want to go a6 and b5. So I'm gonna play a6 right now because I'm just waiting for white to show me what they are doing. So with the queen d2, the intention is very clear. They want to go the long castle. All right, now that they have castled, okay, we are ready, I guess, to play b5. I was gonna say, but I think he has e5 if we go b5 immediately. Can we go b4 there? Knight moves away, and then we go knight d5. I think that's possible. And we get into a similar predicament that we did like last time. Fide Bader, master? Okay, this may look a little crazy, but e5, we're going b4 to kick the knight away. If they take on f6, we take on c3, and the d2 is hanging with the check. Obviously, we can't capture there because my queen is under attack here. So I'm pinned. So this entire idea was based on the b4. And just like bishop c7, FB3 was saying earlier, I live in a small town and everyone knows that I'm available for chess. I set in the local coffee house with the white side out, open invitation. Very nice, very nice. I like it. I love it, man. Where do you live, FB3, my friend? If you would like to share, obviously. If you don't feel comfortable sharing, obviously, that's fine. Bishop c4, I thought it was a little rushed here. Because now, can't we go knight to b6, defend our knight, and attack the white knight at the same time? That's pretty cool. Actually, I have been thinking of doing IRL content for quite some time. And maybe that's the way. Maybe that's the way. Pick a coffee shop nearby and just set it up. Set up the chess set there. Do you guys like watching that type of IRL content? A4, bishop d5. So okay, he made his intentions clear again, that he is willing to give up the light squared bishop, but I don't mind bishop pair here at all. Now I think my light squared bishop is actually quite powerful of a piece, because I want to go bishop f5, then b3. How do you make norms in 9-round classical? I find it hard, as I really need to be in form and better physical condition. I can't seem to play my best in decisive rounds. FIDE Bader Master. That's a good question, my friend. For some reason, actually, I'm the opposite. I I struggle with consistency, but I feel like when it's going for me, it's really hitting. Let me elaborate on that, and let me respond to that question, okay? Because I don't think it's an easy question to answer immediately here. So first, let's see. I was thinking bishop f5. I don't have a particular threat there, other than, I guess, just playing b3. But if they go g4, I think bishop e4, we're hitting the rook. Rook has to move, and before they get to attack our bishop on e4, we're gonna go b3 and have all the fun. So let's go bishop f5, put the pressure on this diagonal. Solomon, thank you. I hope so, man, because you know how you see how it is so far. You know, every time I go live, I'm thinking, oh man, like, should I do YouTube or not? And actually, there's YouTube has a lot of restrictions, you know, like in terms of the content. So I always feel like, oh, should I do it off YouTube? But what you're saying is the reason why I keep pushing and try to stay consistent with YouTube as well. Okay, so he wants to clearly play queen b5 check, right? So I guess we have to defend that. And I'll probably do that by playing c6. Knight goes to d2. Alright, that is not stopping our b3. Okay, he's gonna take with this pawn, I guess? Or what's going on? But don't we have knight b4 then? c3, knight a2, checkmate. Oh wow, he takes with the c pawn. That's crazy. And if we take there? Bro, this looks so sketch. So clearly he wants to play a3 there. I think knight b4 looks very good here, but let's try to make AB work. So knight b3, we simply have rook a2. If he takes with the pawn, we're gonna have a checkmate. So I'm assuming he Ooh, a3 is actually nice to try. a3 takes and queen a5. Bro, we have so many good options here. A takes b3, pawn goes to a3. We can simply play queen a5. We can honestly play knight c3. But the move that I'm thinking here, seriously, is what if we just take rook a3, pawn takes, and queen a5? Isn't that a checkmate? Because I'm threatening queen c3 and queen a3 both. Yeah, I think that works, no? So a3, rook takes a3, pawn takes a3, queen a5. This bishop controls these two squares. We are threatening queen c3 check, and we're threatening queen a3 checkmate. What else is white going to do there? Knight b3, knight b1 maybe? Oh, knight b1, but I can take bishop b1 and knight e2. That's still... Alright. Temptation is too high. Arjun! Let me finish this game. I have 2 minutes left, and then I'm gonna address those questions, okay? I have 2 questions to answer. A little bit of brilliancy farming. It would be funny. That's a W bishop. That's a... Get the queen involved. Queen c3 and queen a3 are both checkmate at the moment. Knight b1, yeah, we saw this move, knight b1, right? But I was thinking we can simply take bishop b1. Because if king takes b1, then we have knight c3. And we gotta take there. b2, I think queen takes there. Knight c3 immediately. Queen d2. Yeah, probably no need to overcomplicate it when it's straightforward, right? Let's take on b1. Queen c4 might be a thing here, wanting to take on c6 with a check, but I think we can even simply castle, to be honest with you. There, like king takes b1, queen takes a3, rook d2, then we bring the other rook to a8. No way in the world that king survives there. Queen d2. So one knight c3 I think looks pretty good. Alright, actually I'm a little low on time, so I have to... Okay, we definitely don't want to trade. Knight e2, queen a3 takes castles. Queen b2, knight c3. Okay. I'm kind of panicking now. Bruh. I'm kind of panicking. Queen D2. Damn it. It took too much time, man. The position was so good. Like, how did we not checkmate there? I was taking my time. Sounds good, David. I had an early dinner today. I mean, we definitely gotta be still winning, but Bruh. That was... that was tragic. That was tragic. I was chilling, talking and all that, thinking that it's a mate. There's no way. That's why you gotta leave yourself some time. I mean, okay, yeah, there was many ways we could have won that, I think, but it's not really about that, you know. It's about the time consumption. Queen takes a3 and just queen a6 apparently is the most precise apparently here. There was no immediate checkmate, huh? Knight b1, bishop b1. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to take that much time. Actually, b2 is so cool. Look at the b2 line. Here, here, here. Check. Here, check. Takes, takes, takes. Ah. Man, this hurts me more than... I don't know, getting beat up. And I think it would also help not trading queens and playing something like c5. But cats play chess. What's up? Then getting my nose broke. All right, let me respond to some questions. Okay, that was an unfortunate choke. Okay, let me go through in order. Okay, the first question. I was going to respond to is... No, it's okay, it's okay, it's all good, it's all good. I love... Feed the Bader Master. Are you still out there? Let me confirm if you're still out there, and let me address what you're saying. How do you make norms in a 9-round classical? If I find it hard, as I really need to be in form and better physical condition, and I can't seem to play my best in decisive rounds. Well, okay, I think you know a lot of answers. One is, if you feel like you need to be in better physical condition, then you have to be in a better physical condition. Duh, right? Number one, Ife, what's up? Good morning, bro. So that's the one. Number two, what is how do you get better at playing the decisive rounds? I think what really happens in the decisive round, you gotta break down it's like what's happening mentally. Okay, and the reason why we underperform, I'm not the best in the critical games either, but I actually have had a friend who is very good at critical rounds. Okay, like we were very close in rating, and he probably has, I don't know, like 50,000 more in prize winnings than I do. Okay, and what is it really? It is an ability to block your thoughts when you start thinking about, oh my god, after I win this game, I'm gonna be in this many points, I'm gonna win this much money, I'm gonna you see what I'm saying, right? I'm gonna basically, you start to build golden towers in your head when you are winning or when you're getting close. Okay? So as soon as you catch yourself drifting, okay, you immediately tell yourself, I tell myself, stay in the game. Do not get distracted by, like, as soon as you notice that thinking about other things, then is not knight d5, bishop takes g2, bishop takes b1. You see what I'm saying? You try to bring yourself back immediately and force yourself to calculate. That's personally what I have found. Okay, so in a way, you practice that with meditation. I don't know if the meditation is if your thing. Meditation definitely helps. By the way, it's not an abstract concept. You see nowadays a lot of modern players, Prag, Kukesh, Arjun, especially like Indian players, and a lot of players actually speak out, read it about it openly, because it truly helps. Breathing, conscious breathing, what they call conscious breathing. Okay, you taking deep breaths. You're not gonna be a Zen master first time when you do it, but if you try to implement that in your game in general, you definitely, like, over the long term, you get better at it. Okay, today you try to, let's say, meditate 2 minutes. Okay, and meditate again, it should not be that, oh, you gotta like go to Everest or like Nepal and with Tibetan monks and meditate there. You know, we're talking about just simply sitting to yourself and doing breathing exercises, like breathe in, breathe out. Okay, do it for 2 minutes. Then next day you do it 3 minutes. Day after you maybe do it like 3.5, and you try to increase that a little bit. Okay, just sitting down and breathe in, breathe out, and trying to block out thoughts that go into your head, which usually is things that you need to do. And if you're able to do that at home and you're sitting down, then you're gonna be much better at it at the board. Recently, something I've been trying myself actually is, it's called 4-6-7 technique, and I saw it in Tim Ferriss' podcast. I actually have a respect for Tim Ferriss. I don't listen to his podcast that much anymore, but I used to listen to his podcast a lot, and someone there suggested it. Okay, it's called 4-6-7 technique, and what it is you try to inhale in 4. So basically, you try to do that in count of 4. Then you hold it for 6 seconds. And then you exhale it in 7 seconds. So if I have to do that, like, this is what it would look like right now. Okay, there you go. So this, when you are in the scramble and you know you have an advantage, you're very close to clinching that norm. Okay, it definitely helps to calm down. Okay, in time scrambles. Anyways, yeah, my 2 cents about it, my 2 takes. Okay, FB3, thank you very much for a gifted sub. I very much appreciate it. Nipun Aditya, no, we cannot play, my friend. It's 2:45 a.m. for you? Ife, you're crazy, bro. Cats play chess. Okay, what else did I miss? Did I miss any other questions? So yeah, basically staying. Do I think pickleball is good exercise for chess? Definitely. I definitely think so. Lobster. Devil. No, I'm not playing subscribers right now, my friend. And usually, if you write it once, you have a bigger chance of actually get a game rather than writing it 5 times. And especially if you write it in caps. Because that shows me how impatient you are, my friend. And I'm not trying to be mean here. Okay, really. I understand you're probably young. So please take it as feedback. Arjun asked me earlier, or Arjun Gundimeda, what should I do to get better? I'm 2200 rapid, but I don't play much over the board chess, and recently got back into chess. Probably get really good at calculations, so doing a lot of calculation exercises. And there are a lot of ways you can do calculation exercises. Steven, how are you? Haven't seen you in a minute, man. How you been? Hey, what opening do you use if your opponent goes e4? Chess for life. I play e5. Is probably my main repertoire. I like balance. When they take the control of the center, I balance it. Saturday anyways. FB3, thank you very much for the support again. And for the gifted sub. Alright. I think the both people that asked me questions left. But I'm not usually sure that's a sign that I'm yapping, or it's the sign that others are impatient. Okay, knight b1 was definitely very poor, but to be fair, we spent way too much time. I spent minute and 30 on this move, and then minute and 5 seconds on bishop f5, bro. Why? And then another minute on this move, knight c3. Come on now. So yeah, ultimately staying focused is the goal. Slip is overrated. But it worked. H6 and what we did kind of worked, right? This means that, and computer agrees actually. This a6 b5 was good. And we even had a brilliant move. I think rook a3 probably was given the brilliant move mark, right? Yeah, it was rook a3. That's very unfortunate. Waste of a game, man. Bishop, California, east side of the Sierra Mountains. Okay, okay. I worked on this Bishop G5 line for white for a game against game by Pete Heaven versus George Botterill in 1981. Pete got a draw. All right. Pete Heaven. What up, Ziggy? getting ziggy with it. The beginning is a bit harder, but these streams are probably gaining you more subs every time. Yes, kinda. I don't know about 2600, but I'm gonna try 2550. Yeah, actually, I got a comment on YouTube that I took somewhat constructively. That was saying that it's very nice to see, but they don't understand my ideas as much, so I'm trying to be more thorough. And when they play knight c6, usually my big thing about this is I want to stop black getting the complete control of the center. So that's why I join the center with d4 first to block the e5. Not that I'm trying to play the queen's gambit here. The queen's gambit declined because knight is already on c6. Okay, so we're not going back into the queen's gambit no matter what. Okay, so that's why even if you do not play d4 positions, I think going d4 right now makes a lot of sense to stop the e5. Alright, then we fianchet to the bishop and getting ready to finish the development with the short castle. Okay, bishop g4, I'm gonna kick h3, because if I go castle immediately, sometimes they play queen d7 and try to stick the bishop on h3. Bishop h5, alright. I think now we're ready to castle. I wonder what he's going to do with this bishop. Okay, we have a way to play c4, or we can go knight here and then e4. But I don't see why, I don't see the need to be fancy here. I think if we keep it simple and play c4, then try to get the knight out on c3, that should be good enough to give us an advantage. Vaizn. Okay, he goes short castle. Now the question is, do we want to go d5? Takes. Probably takes on f3. Then we take with the pawn. If they go knight d5, we go here, knight d7. Knight back to d7. Wise. I do see what you wrote, my friend. Let's do it. We can do it. But I am in a game. So how do we want to develop our bishop on c1? Do we go b3 and bishop b2? Normally black usually pushes the pawn to e5. Now if they want to do that, they have to waste another tempo doing it. Now the mic. Okay, they want to take here and then I guess take here. So we may have to go knight e5 right now. If they take, then we take on c6. Knight e5, knight takes e5, pawn takes, knight goes back, takes on d5, takes back, knight d5, knight takes bishop b2, and then we take on e7. I think that works for us, no? $2,500 is big brain rating. Not enough, my friend. Is this going to be is this going to be Blitz or Rapid? That's a good question. I'm up for both, honestly. Let's go knight e5. Now, why do we want to play knight e5? Because I feel that the knight on c6 is uncomfortable. Okay, in these positions, usually knight belongs to d7. Okay, so knight on c6 is a little misplaced. Now, if they take on e5, then we're going to be attacking the knight on f6, and the d5 pawn is going to hang. Aoife says, my man, I prefer your rapid streams. Always learn much more. Yo, did you see the so I saw your text actually. And I sent the course. If did you see? And I know you probably feel like, oh, it's a lot of work right now, but you know, one at a time. One at a time. It's not as much as you think it is. I literally learned the entire course. I kind of like went through entire course maybe in 3 weeks before the tournament. And then I went on to play the IM Norm tournament and gained 20 rating points and scored 8 out of 9 games. Yeah, I sent it via email. Okay, bishop d6 is hitting my knight on e5. And now the question is, how do we want to defend it? I don't think I want to take there. Even though it is going to double up the pawns there, it is going to defend the pawn on d5. Okay, so I don't want to do that. What else? What options do we have? We can try going f. Oh, that's a challenge. All right, you know I love challenges, man. You know I'm I'm a challenge man. F4 just feels a little wrong. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it just feels wrong. I have to play bishop f4. If you beat him with white, Ponziani, and dragon as black, whichever you end up playing, I'll donate 5 subs. Let's go. All right, say no more. I'll do both, my man. I'll do both. Ponziani. Man, I love Ponziani. I told you my story about the Ponziani, right? I got to 2200 with Ponziani, bro. Before it was cool. Before Lewy started recommending and all the creators. I'm talking about like 2003, year 2003, 2004, 2005. It's like way before. All right, bishop b4, knight is under attack. I think we don't have to overthink this, although I did already overthought it. Lobster, is my mic better? Brightskeith. Happy weekend, my friend. What's going on? Thank you for the 2 months. And thank you for the support. 8 out of 9. Yeah, that's like truly. Hey, Damien, let's go, my friend. Let's go. Congratulations. Keep it up. Okay, bishop here. He is eyeing for bishop a3 and winning an exchange here. And what are we gonna do about it? What you gonna do about it, my friend? What you gonna do about it? I'm thinking taking on d5 takes and then bishop g5. Or should we start with bishop g5 immediately? I think taking here is relatively harmless, because if they take here, we take on c6. So they cannot really take on c3. If they take with the knight takes, pawn takes, then we win the c6 pawn. So that's also a W. I guess taking with the pawn is the only thing they can really do. Okay, of course I kind of blundered this. Okay, blunder is a loud word. But I kind of did not see knight takes e5. If you take with the pawn, bishop takes here. Let's see. So we have captured the pawn at the moment. So I guess if we take here, they want to probably take here, but then bishop f6 and we end up winning a pawn. So that doesn't work. Knight d5 doesn't work because the c7 is hanging. So again, what is he gonna do? Because if he takes with the pawn, bishop takes f6. I think this is a blunder. So bishop e5. We want to calculate all candidate moves, right? Which is all active moves. So basically all captures. Knight d5, and then we win the c7 pawn. E takes d5, bishop f6. If bishop takes c3, bishop takes f6 again, and we win a pawn. I think this was good enough too, but I don't see why not just... Oh, actually, we should have taken with the pawn, man. You see, I'm still a patzer. Because I think if takes there... Oh, bishop a3. So he is really adamant about that exchange, huh? But, bro, I'm happy to give you that exchange, honestly. I'm gonna have... How many pawns is that? 1, 2... We're at 2 at the moment. Only 2 pawns, actually. Okay. But we got... The b7 is gonna drop. And the question is, do we want to get the dark square bishop or do we want to grab the light square bishop? We probably want to grab the dark square bishop. So let's take there. And just go back. 7 pawns versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns. So we have 2 pawns. For some reason, I was thinking we were going to get 3 pawns. So a little bit of a miscalculation, but I'm pretty sure we still gotta be better here. Bishop takes c1, queen takes c1. Okay, let's try to break it down and see what he could possibly do there. Yo, what up, Chess TV? Good evening or good night, everyone. Or good late evening, everyone. Zura over here, International Master. And we are doing the rapid games. Okay, we're playing some rapid games. The goal is 2600. Okay, maybe for today I'll probably try to aim for maybe 2550, depending how it goes, but the ultimate goal is 2600. Okay. Wow, he doesn't take yet. I guess this is not going anywhere, right? Okay. All right. I keep staring at this move, bishop c7, queen c7, but I think after knight b5, he's gonna have queen a5 to defend it. So I don't think it works. I think I'll simply have to retreat my bishop and play faster, so we don't end up in a dazzle like last time. The major problem for black here, I think, is the weak pawns. Pawns are so weak. Like, all those 3 pawns are separate pawn islands. You want to have as few pawn islands as possible. That's the goal. Probably what I want to focus on next is somehow trying to take advantage of those weak pawns. So likely it's going to be knight a4, and then queen and the bishop are going to be hitting. Oh wow, he gives that up, but I guess it gives up to open the c file. So I don't want to take it like that, but I will play knight e4. Knight e4 actually drops this pawn, right? So maybe not knight e4. Maybe let's go rook d1 first, and then I'll go knight e4. I am aware that there is something happening here on f2, so let's make that rook uncomfortable, and then we're gonna go back to b6, and now I'm gonna go all the way to f3. I did want to put the bishop on f3, so in case I need to move this bishop, dark square bishop away, my f2 square is covered, and that's exactly the case right now. You see what I'm saying? Now I can move the bishop away. All right, time to cash in on these pawns. Okay, knight d5 makes sense. We're gonna attack the queen. All right, bishop moves back. Now, do I want to take this guy? Probably not, actually. Let me make sure that we are secure here, because I have eyes on moves like that. Let's go knight a7 and park the knight on the comfortable outpost here on c6. Look at that bishop. Look at that. Look at that beautiful bishop. Let's go queen c5. Now, no, I am not gonna go for the bishop d5. Probably bishop g4 maybe, but then bishop f5. No. All right, a5. Okay. What if you take that pawn? Rook a6. All right, b4. Secure everything here. Okay, a3. Again, everything is nice and protected. Okay, he's hitting that pawn, my pawn on a3. If we take on d5, I guess he's gonna block it with bishop there. So I think nothing fancy. I'm gonna keep this pawn protected. Okay, rook a5. It's a little bit of a desperation that I feel. Okay, I want to do this. And the idea is if they do queen a3, go queen c6. So when they do that, I can get in. Okay, bishop h5. All right, that is going to allow me to. Oh, he flagged. I didn't notice actually. He was that low on time. I don't know how you don't notice, man. But okay, his position is very difficult already. Shock IRL. What up? Wow, 294 gains in 3 months. This is a big step for me. I'm actually reached my year goal. Why is? Bro, I literally just finished a second ago. My friend. So games are good, but why is? Show me one game you've done against. So how do you usually do? How do you usually do this playing against the streamers? You have an example? Example you want to share with me? Like, so basically you play against others and then you record your thinking process, or what's the deal? So basically you wanna get in a game. You don't really, then you lied earlier. And you can say it like that, my friend. You don't have to lie. You can just say, hey, can we get a game? Because you're not recording recording anything. You don't have to sugarcoat me, bro. So show me an example that you've done it. Like, am I asking a difficult question? I can show you me having done that. So this is going to be the first one. So that's the thing, my friend, okay? Always just like, you don't have to speak of something and try to sugarcoat it and lure people into doing you know. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it, my friend. Bro thought he was slick. Alright, C6, damn, we don't get to play the Ponziani. Okay, I'm gonna try Ponziani next time. Um, Queen of Chess. Oh, the Judith Polgar documentary. Actually, I'm gonna go back after this game and take a look at. Do we have a mate here? That type of stuff. Now I'm threatening to go knight f6 check. And then take on h8 with a check. Okay. Wait, how? Somehow I'm not. Somehow I'm not. I was thinking that I was ending up. I was ending up a piece, but I guess I don't. Or up an exchange, actually. How do we attack this guy now? Like that or like that? Probably like that, because if queen goes there, I think we can go queen. What? What? Knight e5? What is that, bro? Would I do 35? The 3-0 arena? Nah, man. I want to play rapid. I want to get back to rapid. Damien, bro. Damien. You funny, my man. We did get a bra moment. That's right. Rapid. I got bamboozled. I got bamboozled in this game, but I'm gonna give them a chance. Damn. Not good enough. Apparently not good enough. I blundered something here. Did I? Check. It was a little tricky. It was a little tricky indeed. Nah, should be able to convert it. That's extra 3 pawns. Okay, now we're gonna push them. Push them peas. Push them peas. Maybe we'll get a stalemate, bro. Maybe I'll play F5 now. Let's see. Ah, man, my reflexes is so bad. I used to do this without problem. GG's. I used to do the 001 trick. GG's, my friend, GG's. That's the point. That's the point. Good game, good game. Good game, you tricky. You very, very tricky. You almost got that, What do you think my real elo is? Last tournament I did was in 2012. And you got 1950 FIDE? Okay, I would give you around 2000. I can see you around 2000, my friend. Do you think I can get a title if I go to a new tournament? Bro, you don't. So the thing is, performance, especially the classical, in a classical chess, takes a lot, okay? The one is, bro, you don't even wanna, okay, you don't even wanna watch ads. You wanna get a game. You wanna get an advice. And all that. And you don't even wanna watch 10-second ad. Or 20 seconds, or how long is that? Come on now. We gotta reciprocate something here. You know, that's how world works. But back to your question, you wouldn't know, you know, like, you wouldn't know, my friend, until you actually put yourself in a situation to compete. Don't overthink it. Just engage in the process, and you will figure it out in while you're in it. Okay, we had two brilliant in the last game. I'm gonna go back to that rapid game review, okay? Short castle is a miss? Why is short castle a miss? Let me know when you're back, and I was gonna say, so I don't talk twice. Yeah, D takes E5 was a lot simpler here, because knight D5 I just take and enjoy an extra pawn. Yeah, I was wondering what the evaluation of this is, but it's like plus 2.5. So I guess we're right. We're right with our evaluation. All right, cool. Let's get back to the. Let's get back to work. Was there earlier on the anything that I missed? Shock RL was asking me, I thought king a7 might have been hard to deal with after rook takes c8, because you can take the rook on h8. if I'm not mistaken. Would have been a weird line. King A7, bro. Which game are you talking about? Shock RL. Does my wife go to chess tournaments? Most of the time, no. We've been to some together, maybe one or two, but usually she doesn't. It's kind of isolating, you know, because usually, especially in US, over the board tournaments, you have 2 or 3 games a day, so you play back to back to back. And when you're not playing, you are preparing, or you're thinking about the games, or you're thinking about what to play. You know, so there's usually not much for her to do. But if the place is nice and she can do shopping, then then she okay with it. The last game, 5-minute one. Oh man, Shock, you're right, bro. Shock, you're right. I just realized kind of what you just said. I actually completely blundered that king can take on a7 actually. But I think I can, in the worst case scenario, I can go back to c1. You know, but that's a good point actually. That's a good tricky move. King takes a7. There you go, Wines. Or Wisen. King a7 here. I mean, I can go rook c1. Dania, Damien, you're out? All right, my friend. Congratulations on 1700, bro. I'm happy for you. Let's go. 1700 after 2 years of grinding? No joke. Okay? Calm down. Take some time off. Success can be just as tricky as failure, okay? So make sure you don't get complacent with it, and you have your eyes on the next goal, whatever that goal may be, 1750 or 1800. Also, I think I could maybe try take here f7, and when they promote, I can go king h2 probably. And then on the next one, I'm promoting. I mean, you can't stop me from promoting, and there are no checks. Is it me, or at 1800 there is a noticeable skill difference between 1790 and down? There is, I would say, actually, the difference between 1800 and 2000, somewhere like that, is usually bigger than, let's say, what would we say, 2200 to 2400. The higher you go, usually the difference is going to be smaller. I think. No? Alright, let's go. Let's go. Where am I from? I'm originally from Georgia. At f6. Okay, bishop f4. We're gonna get hit with the London system against our king's Indian defense. But we're gonna stick with what we do. Benoni guy, user. Of course I remember you, my friend. Let's go d6. Bishop e2. Against this line, recently I've been playing knight c6. And then I bring this knight to d7. So I can push e5 in one go. Goes to c3. Okay, now we are in a relatively... Okay, we got... Okay, that means that whatever we're doing is not working. Peace, Damien. Chess pawn, what's going on, my friend? It's going good, how are you? Is it time to push f5? F5 could be, or should we start with just a chill and relatively composed h6? Let's go f5. I don't see what we can use h6 for down the line, so let's not waste time. Let's go straight up. You got some nice chess books back there. You recognize some of them? My favorite probably is The Game Changer. The Game Changer by Matthew Sadler. You could try f4 here. Actually, f4. F4, does F4 work? Let's see. So F4, B5, I guess. Then we can try take on E3. Takes back, takes there. We could also just move back, you know, like D8 there. Okay, I might be overextending myself, but I'm just too tempted to put that bishop in jail, put that dark square bishop in jail. Now, I thought this was not a good idea, because now I can try take here, no? And then I get a better pawn structure, don't I? So let's say takes. Bishop takes. We're hitting that guy. And then we'll just move back. Doesn't that look pretty good for us? Hey, Skewer Lee. What's going on, my friend? Hope you had a good stream. Thank you for bringing your people over. Thanks for the raid. I am Zura, everyone. Okay, welcome. Welcome to my community. Stream rocked. Very good to hear. Nice. What are you guys doing? playing, analyzing. You're playing Alekhine openings. Alright, alright. That sounds fun. I kind of missed B5 move, actually. I missed B5 move, man. So now if I take here, he takes on C6, and then this guy is also hanging. So I don't have time to take on D2. Squirrel was stomping fools in the pool. Yeah, do we go back to D8? Yeah, B5 was not good, not good. Maybe we can throw in the pawn there. So takes here, takes, and what if we just take back? All right, all right. Bon appetit, my friend. Or do we go there and just give it up? Yeah, I think I'm gonna try go back. Let's go knight c5 now. I'm gonna try to bring the knight to e6. We go to f3. Let's go knight e6. We're now trying to dislodge this knight out of here. I guess you can try bishop d5, right? You can try bishop d5 still. I think we have enough. Which platforms are you streaming on? Twitch, YouTube, anywhere else? No, just Twitch and YouTube. All right, we gotta get out of there. I take c5. We take back with the pawn. Oh, you know what? Actually, what if we take here? Takes, takes. Pawn takes. Queen takes. Queen takes. Bishop takes. Rook takes. We win an exchange, but they get 2 pawns. We do trade queens. How dangerous is going to be those 2 pawns though? Like, he's gonna want to play f5 there probably. So I'm trying to see knight d4, pawn takes on c5, pawn takes back, queen a1, bishop a1, rook a1. I like white a little there, but maybe I can do a6 actually there. Let's try it. Can you hear me? Is it better? Is that better now? You always stream in English? Yes. I'm originally from Georgia, so I don't think you want me to stream on Georgian. Knight e4. Okay, he's willing to give up the bishop. All right. Okay, how do we evaluate this position? I didn't want to go here, but maybe I should have gone here. Knight g5, queen c4. Maybe that would be better, actually. A little more disguised. This looks very obvious. Very obvious intent. Maybe reach out to chess.com and start and lead the Georgian chess commentary team. I've thought about it actually, but I simply don't think. Like, if I do it, it has to be for the community mainly, because me and Katie started this channel together actually. This channel was actually us together originally. Okay, I'm kind of getting cooked here. I didn't think of g4, because now when I go back, he's gonna have knight g5. Huh. What do we do? What do we do, bro? You may have to take there. Maybe something like that, and then... Yes, Lille is... Lille is streaming, yeah, from Georgia. Lille and I are apparently from the same city originally. Okay, I can't let this rook get that active, so I have to play rook. Can't allow rook. Rook come to e7. But the thing about it, I'm not sure that there's a lot of audience. Am I martial arts? Martial arts fan? I'm a big UFC fan, yes. I'm a big UFC guy. Uh-oh. Can go here. I don't want to get flagged. You have Mirab and Ilya, bro. Ilya just settled his Ilya Topuria. We got 2 champs. Ooh, D3 maybe? Ilya is the truth, bro. Indeed. He was going through divorce, but now he's back. He's gonna be back stronger. Take this pawn. Am I going anywhere there? Or no? Okay, we're hitting this right now. I'm getting flagged now. Yeah, I was getting flagged there. Man, I'm thinking so much, bro. It's kind of unfortunate. I feel that amateurs often overvalue bishop pair? I love bishop pairs, bro, so I'm probably the wrong person to ask that question, but alright, I'm out. Alright, Luis, I'm gonna probably me too. Originally I was gonna do a short stream. GM when? Wait, what was earlier? What was it talking? Who's my favorite of all time fighter of all time? Bro, I love Ilya right now. Maybe like some old. I got into fighting probably in the era of Fyodor Emelianenko. Okay, but that is like, okay, obviously like back in the days thing. Back in the days things. So nowadays it's definitely Ilya. All right, Luis, we're gonna keep that challenge for later, man. I guess if like I didn't get games that my opponents didn't give me a chance to play the. Oh, Mirko from Croatian legend. Yeah, Mirko was also quite big in my area. Filipovic, right? Mirko, I think. Piotr Jan Solomon. Where are you from, bro? I thought you were. I can't like Piotr Jan, bro. He's I'm from Georgia. You know? I don't dislike him as a guy, I think, but it's okay. He took down Mirab, bro. Oneira, what's up, my guy? Just lost my basketball game. Happy to see you playing to end my night. Ah, damn. Sorry to hear that, bro. How bad was that? How was the game, though? The Fyodor. The Emperor. The Fyodor was the one I grew up with. Right leg hospital, left leg grave. You know, as a kid, my parents took me to the karate, and they made me do splits, and they stretched me, and that was it. I didn't go again. I was like, I'm done. It's like, I thought they were gonna rip me in the middle. But okay, I was little. I did go back to the martial arts though when I came here in the United States. I'm a second degree orange belt in Shaolin Kung Fu. Right before COVID. And it actually helped me with my chess. To be honest, that year I won my biggest tournament, actually. My biggest win, which was at the time, was 3.5 grand, $3,500. But it's won me also US Grand Prix, which was the most tournaments across the US that year. So that was another 5,000. So that was the 8K swing right there. With one tournament. And that time I was actually training martial arts quite intensively, like three times a week or so, at least. But then COVID started, and after a few months, then I didn't go back. But I do want to get back into it at some point. I'll probably do a different martial arts. Maybe maybe jiu-jitsu. I do a lot of caffeine, and I have creatine too, yes. And actually, I've been seeing... Yeah, I've tried creatine, and I gotta get back into it, but... I feel like when you're doing creatine, you have to work out a lot also, no? But yeah, I've used creatine before, and I definitely feel the benefits of it. Mean, not right now, not right now, my friend. Okay, we'll have to do it another time. Chestbound, my friend. Thank you for stopping by. Good seeing you. And it's been a minute, man. Come back so we can... This was a short stream, okay? But come back so we can catch up more. Yeah. That's what my lady thinks all the time, that it's just for building muscle, but it's actually cognitively. I was actually watching something and I saved it. And there was a neuroscientist that was saying the exact same thing. My senior year is coming to an end. Grew up playing the game. Happy and sad. Can spend more time on chess now. But I see. But I don't know, man. Jan is okay. He's a good boxer, but I think Mirab is a lot better grappler. Okay, this last fight, he was trying to prove that he's a better boxer also. He said it himself. He was trying to be entertaining. But I think that was not a proper strategy. Okay, like I think he should have grappled more. Now Jan had a very good takedown defenses, but I feel like if Merab made that his strategy to fight more on the ground, he would find a way. He would have found a way. Oneira, you trying to... Mean trip. Bro, no right now, I cannot. Damn, I really wanted to play. I really wanted to play the Ponziani, not just for the challenge, but for the sake of it. I wanted to play Ponziani, and I didn't get to. Ponziani rules. Playing. Okay, I'm gonna play until I can get Ponziani, and then I do wanna go and spend some time off stream too today, so okay, now this knight is coming. Oh, actually maybe we can take here. Keep that knight in the corner for a little bit. Take here. Should d5, interesting. What's the threat though? He doesn't have a threat, right? Hitting that guy. Wow, he's gonna give it up, huh? Oh, I guess he wants to take here. Let's defend it and maybe start pushing. Wow, he's giving up everything. How do we get around here? Because this guy is saying, wait, what? Because I can go queen back to g8. Yeah, they'll run it back for sure. Let's defend the bishop on g7. I think we can go e2. There are many ways, but I think this is probably the cleanest. Alt, promote to a rook. Okay, last game. Last game. Come on. They're not Ponzianing. They are not Ponzianing. Let's play a3, make sure it's covered. This is Ponziani's cousin, yeah. We don't get quite Ponziani, but we get its cousin. Let's try knight g5. I don't think we have an actual threat, but we're pretending we do. You can see it in you can see it in their c3s. I see. I thought something looked similar. You know, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's the c3s. I thought they looked alike. Queen e5, I think they'll try to trade it, so I don't want to play queen e5. But if they do that, then maybe, so they can. No, I think g5 makes more sense, and then queen e5. How is king g2, rook h1 looking? Or knight h2, knight g4 is better. I think king g2. He's like, hell nah. He's like, you ain't opening. Let's go rook h4. Not to be confused with CP30. What's that? Bishop e7. Okay, we trade the knights, and I'm gonna try to bring my knight. Oh yeah. I'm actually somewhat ashamed to say that I'm not very Star Wars educated. Star Wars Jucated. I thought that was a mate, bro. When is the book coming? Bro, I'm serious actually about that book. Maybe. I'm working on it, bro. It takes time. Should. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? Now I don't want to leave on tilt. Ah, I did say last game. I did say last game, yes. Okay. Thank you for clocking me on it. I got clocked. How do you know when to take free pawns? You take most of the time. It's not when. For the most part you take. Bro, I really want to push this pawn, but so e5, he wants to play knight c2, I guess, huh? d5. Kind of stuck actually. Am I even better here? Mm-mm-mm. No, no, no. No, no, no. Okay. Now we can end. I'm playing a lot less, so I stay about 500 elo. I've just been practicing with 1800 elo, but there we go. More practicing, less playing. The only cure to one more game it is one more game EVTs. One more game EVTs. Always gonna end on a W. All right, yeah, I did promise her it would be a short stream, so I could spend some time with her. You know, so I'm gonna try keep my word. So wrap it up there. But I'll be back tomorrow. I'll be back tomorrow with early bullet brawl. What's up, L, Lem, TM, and David? Sulky. Exactly. You can't end on a sulky loss. All right, much love, all. Thank you. Thank you for spending time with me. Thank you for stopping by. Let's have a great weekend. All right. Good night. Good night, Hamrock. Supreme Chess. Okay, I like that. Get some sleep. Get some sleep, man. Get some sleep. Or if you're fresh, maybe back to work. You know, usually the mornings, I'm the sharpest in the mornings. Solomon, good talking to you, bro. And chess for life. Later, my friend. Can you defeat Gotham? I'm not. I have few wins. We are back and forth actually. I don't. I'm not sure what score do I have against Gotham. Damn, he's smoking me. But okay, a lot of it was in bullet. I remember once I played bullet against him, and I was playing really bad. He scored like he dunked on me like 8 points or something. So in Blitz looks like it is. Wow, he's +1 in Blitz actually. 1, 2, 3. So 2-1 here. And then 3-1 here. So he's beating me 4-3 in Blitz. Wow. Maybe go up a bit. Maybe that's a good idea to go up. All right. Much love.